Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to continue on some Dawntrail. Last time, we ended up meeting Kryle's parents and learning about the history of the Lalas. Apparently the Lalas, I don't remember what they were called, they literally had like a Lala in their name. Had like migrated from the like Ice Age during like the third calamity or something and ended up creating, what was it called? It was called the universe jumping stuff. I forget what they called it, even though I heard it in when I was editing today. And then we ended up turning off this node. Now all we've got left is one more node, and hopefully we can at least get through that. I'm not 100% sure if I'll do the finale like I said. I said I probably won't get through the finale, but we'll see how far we actually get. I believe we talked with everyone last time, so let's go ahead and talk with Kakiwa and get started. An explorer's delight. Kakiwa is ready to head to the fourth and final zone. I must say, the closer we get to the end, the faster time seems to pass us by. Come, let's head to the fourth and final zone. By now, you know how to get there, yes? No. I mean, probably zipline, but... Yes, we do. I don't know where the zipline is, though. Excellent. This time, I'd like to quickly check on the Meso terminal, so I'll meet you at the Gate of Remembrance. Come on, everyone. And now we're gonna end up getting, okay, I guess it's a zip line from over here, even though it looks like it does connect from a path over here. And then also I noticed that there is a aether current over here in this zone that we can't see, but maybe that's where, well, maybe that's where this path leads. Anyway, we'll end up coming back to get that when we do aether current cleanup. And we'll wait on that. So we'll wait on that for now. But let's go ahead and talk to everyone. So this is it. Yes, Gresgraha. This is finally it. ... I won't say that to Aaronville, though. Oh, Aaronville, haven't you said that every single time on this thing? Like before, it will be hard, but we must honor Kakiwa's wish. As far as I can tell, we still have some leeway with the Meso terminal. Right, because we're waiting on it doing some like big calculations or something. That's why it hasn't messed with us at all. Well, also Kakiwa is a hacker, so, you know. Meaning you can carry on getting to know the endless in the last zone. Windspath Gardens, it's called, and it's breathtakingly beautiful. That's where your memories are stored, yes? Getting right to the point. That's right. I left it for last so I could guide you for as long as possible. Very thoughtful of me, yes? Kiowa, please. Oh, a great idea just occurred to me. What might that be? I'll save it after we've arrived on the other side. See you there. Her great ideas are generally less than great. Maybe for you, Aaronville. Hey, Aaronville? As much as I want to grant your mother her wish, I also want to respect yours. Well, I know what Aaronville's gonna say here. Like, well, come on, what do you expect he's gonna say? When all's said and done, I want you to be happy. I hope you know this. Because we're best friends! I know. And I'm not your best friend. I know. Kiwa isn't only his mother, she's his mentor as well. That can only make it harder for him to say goodbye. Let's go. For now, We keep doing what we've been doing, seeking out endless and learning what's dear to them. Well, if Kiki was going to be the special one for this zone, are we just going to be meeting random people? Because in the other 3 zones, we had some special person or special people, in the case of Kryle's parents, that we ended up getting to know better. Actually, no, never mind. In the first zone, we didn't actually meet Namika until the last cutscene. What could this great idea of Kikiwa's be? ... It's not... I have faith in Erenville's inner strength. Let's not keep Kikiwa waiting. Deep bloop. Error. Verification system initialized. User registration confirmed. Greetings and welcome to Windspath Gardens, the sanctuary of exploration and discovery. The marvels of the natural world await you. Whee! Wait, so do we hold on to that with Aether? Or is it just, like, attached to our hand? Because you'd think most people would be forming a fist for that animation. Oh, so that's surprisingly acrobatic for a normal person to be able to do. Didn't you literally just say we have time? Someone. And everyone was like, please stop. Mom! What, do we have to tell her about all our adventures? So she's saying she wants to go on a walk with us. Unfortunately, everyone else has to be here. Pretty good acting there. I mean, you can understand why he feels the way he does. Oh, well, nice view. Can't really see the gardens, though. Let's talk to everyone, and then Kikiwa. How very like Kikiwa to chase her dreams to the last. Let's help Kikiwa make some great memories. A sanctuary of exploration and discovery. Quite fitting that Kikiwa's memories are here. ... Then, with your consent, let's begin our adventure. Naturally, while we go about this, feel free to continue befriending Endless, and be sure to absorb the delightful scenery. Okay, no, that kind of answers my question on, like, who we're gonna go through and meet on this way. And it turns out it is gonna be Kikiwa. Let's also keep an eye out for Aether Currents West. So I think that might still be the one... Oh wait, West is this way. Why do I always get East and West mixed up? Either way, looks like we're stopping right here already. Talk to everyone again. I somehow anticipated this. Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense for a character. I thought those things were some sort of enormous trees, but they're actually sculptures. Oh, you know, like in you know, these things, like both of them. This is kind of like the Loprits in their garden place. I forget what they call it. It's like Evergarden or something. The scenery here is nothing short of remarkable. To think that Sphene has managed to preserve it for the endless. Isn't that, like, what she would want to preserve? What a lovely garden. This particular garden is called Blooms of Discovery. Beautiful, isn't it? There's the aetherite that I need to make sure to get. It's absolutely stunning. And they are all actual plants? They are indeed. These specimens were brought here hundreds of years ago for conservation, as the calamity had pushed them to the brink of extinction. So this zone is like a great conservatory, you know, like Labyrinthos, except not quite. Precisely, my dear Kryl. Here you'll find flora and fauna, the likes of which no longer exist elsewhere. Doesn't the thought just set your heart aflutter? I mean, I guess. I suppose. Yes, Mr. Gleaner. We know. I expect that some creatures I encountered outside of Troll may have cousins in this world. While I am no expert on life in the reflections, it would make for an interesting study to compare them. Mr. Gleaner. Now there's an idea. Leave it to my pupil to think up such. Here we have not only a world's traversing adventurer and a veteran gleaner, but a pair of Charlene's finest scholars besides. And then there's Wuklamon. It's a veritable gathering of inquisitives, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. Again, except for Wuklamon. These are useless, so let's just get spell speed. Right, let me double check everyone, see if they have anything different. I can't recall the last time my mother was so excited, ... When it comes to inquisitiveness, I reckon I'm a match for both you and Aaronville. Right. I think she completely missed what she was saying. Some creatures here do indeed appear to resemble those in Eorzea. Such was the case in the first two. Yukiwa looks awfully happy, doesn't she? I mean, she gets to go on an adventure. In search of discovery. Yukiwa's eyes sparkle in anticipation of discovery. To begin with, I'd like you to scout out the vicinity and report back with any points of note. This would be a good opportunity to speak with the locals. Of course, question the locals. That's what we always do. They're bound to be familiar with the area, after all. As Elenishbia suggested, it would be interesting to compare the creatures here with those native to the source. I never ventured outside of Tyrol, so I look forward to your insights. Just leave it to us. I've only ever been to Charlian myself, but I'd like to think I know interesting when I see it. And off they go. Dr. Kiwa again. Of everyone, I dare say you've been to the most places. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts. Sure. Now, the Aether Current is supposed to be to the west, but the Aetherite is over there with the objective, so let's just head over to the Aetherite. Looks like there's a person here. Let's go ahead and talk to them. Specimen observing endless. Oh, hello there. What am I doing, you ask? Look up the trunk. See the plants within capsules? These are specimens that either can't survive in Windspath Gardens, or would become invasive and disrupt the ecosystem. The capsules recreate the conditions they require, from tropical to frigid climes, while keeping them isolated. In this way, any and all plant life can be preserved forever, just like ourselves. Yeah. Except how we're gonna turn it off. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? Let's wait at this observation point. Not a destination, it's very different. You see a creature wandering about that resembles the treants native to the Twelfthwood. Yep, that's what they look like, except they're Timberman. Check for Aether Currents again. Southwest, yeah, that's probably the one that we saw earlier. So let's head on up to this platform, get that Aetherite. And first there's a sparkle. Is this a destination? Nope, an observation point. Guess they have observation points instead of destinations. That must be one of the things they wanted us to notice. The flower garden appears to be meticulously maintained, if not by endless, then by machines. Interesting. Let's head on up the platform. Nope, again, there's someone else to check on. Hello, water watching endless. Did you know that even the water here is created using electrope? The initial product is too pure, though, and adjustments have been made so that the composition remembers what's found in the natural environment. That's just one of the many things they do to create the ideal conditions for these plants to thrive. I don't know what's become of the world outside the barrier, but I should like to visit a lovely spot such as this in real life. Yeah, about that. Speaking of lovely spots, have you been to the top of this lookout here? Well, I was on my way up there, but then you had a quest marker above your head. Quest marker? What's that? Nothing. It's a great vantage point, and there's even a food stall in case you're hungry, you know, with the tasteless food. So the last one is up top. I mean, I was gonna head up there anyway. There's an aetherite. Alright, sorry. An aethernet shard. Also, it looks like that's where we're gonna end up heading at the very end. Make sure to get the aethernet shard. Because as I always say, I missed it once, I'm not gonna miss it again. What's a tune? This is Laynode Arrow. Okay. So I believe there is some gathering stuff around here that I will want to do. Also, it looks like a hunt train is coming in or something. Oh no, they're probably doing maps. Because everybody, because they released a new map with 7.3. My ancestors aren't actually Alexandrian, but hailed from a place called Conde Petit. They had some unique customs there. For instance, when greeting someone, you had to say "Lally ho" in a spirited manner. Interesting. Our settlement was also famous for a gigantic tree that grew nearby. It was so enormous that when you stood at its base, the roots covering the ground went beyond the horizon. Interesting, that's huge. Have we encountered something like that? I mean, I know that there are some big trees in like Eorzea in the world, but not like that. The terminal here at Windspath Garden is apparently inspired by that very tree. The Lifa tree, its name was. Or is it Lifa? Either way, that would work. I may not be real, but it's nice to have it as a memento for posterity. Okay, what the heck is it called? Because I don't have it on my bar here anymore. I think I did at some point. There it is. You get that from the... Do you have to do the dwarf quest line? Or do you just get it through MSQ? Northwest, okay, that's gonna be... We'll get that one later. So there's probably gonna be one over here and one over here. So I guess we'll probably end up getting that one if we can. It looks like we gotta head back to Kikiwa. And, oh, I thought that was a sightseeing point for a second. I'm being like, that's kind of a weird place to put it. Even if it's for, like, this thing. Alright, Kikiwa, looks like Aaronville and Kryl are back, and I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Wiglamon is lost. Although, Graha's not back either. There was a beast I had never seen before. While the arboretums of Charlian imitate natural environs, this place has the feel of an exhibit. In that sense, the word gardens does suit it well. Ah, welcome back, Brillian. Kryl has just delivered to me a most fascinating report. You have an engaging impression to share too, I hope. Yeah, so like there's a bunch of flowers. Well, that is all very interesting indeed. But I must say, I'm most fascinated by the ambulating trees, the treants. While there are similar creatures in Urukopacha, could you tell me more about these treants as you know them? Yeah, they're really weak in the Twelves Wood. They're native to the Twelves Wood, where they prey upon even wolves. There are various subspecies, such as those with red leaves or a gnarled look. They like to hurl acorns at you, explosive ones. I think she'd find this part a bit more interesting. Is that so? Though it makes sense they would adapt to their environment in that fashion, I imagine they need careful management to flourish, such as having specific variety of trees around them. The management of ecosystems. That calls to mind Labyrinthos, does it not? Isn't that literally the analogy I just made? Or the thought I had? That it does, says the Gleaner. Lest you wonder, Labyrinthos is a storage facility deep beneath Charlian that contains recreation of a temperate climate zone. Such a place exists? Amazing! By the by, did anyone catch sight of a large scale skin? Or scale skin or scale kin? A large scalekin. Okay, scalekin. You say. What does it look like? Nothing I've seen before, but it has a rodent-like form and walks on all fours. If it looks like a rodent, wouldn't that make it a beastkin? No, it's covered in scales, ones that appear to mimic succulent plants. By that, I would classify it as a scalekin. Despite his misgivings about this thing, he seems to be enjoying it. Well, it's hard to say for certain without seeing it. Why don't you show me? Very well. It was in a flower field earlier and should still be near. A flower field. You know, like the entire zone. Let's head over there then. When we find it, we'll see who's right. The two of you should come along too and lend us your opinions. Also, we still need to find Wokalawat because she's probably lost. She didn't have her chaperone to keep her on track, you know. Aaronville. Go on ahead, Brillian. I'll let the others know when, and then join you. Oh, come on, crowd. We can't spend any quality time together walking through the garden? Oh well, let's head on over and check out that scalekin, or will it be a beastkin? Who knows? Time to see who's right. And there the two of them are. 117 Southwest. Okay, we'll get that later. Hehe, this is so exciting. Come on and help us find the creature. Probably going to be a look for the creature and then click on it. This is the area. The beast didn't give the impression that it moves frequently. Alright, let's wait at the destination, not an observing point. Destination. There's an observation point, I forget. Yeah, I think I classify that as a beastkin, not a scalekin, because those look more like lettuce leaves than scales. You spot a beast resembling the Anchivore? Ankivore? I don't know how that's supposed to be saying. You found in the first. I don't remember that at all. That's the one there. Aaronville, those are not scales. I see, I see. At a glance, it certainly has the look of both scalekin and beastkin. Let's examine it more closely, shall we? Tell me your observations. It looks like a thing of lettuce. It's covered in plant-like scales. It has deft little paws. It has a pointy snout. Well, I guess the scales are the most obvious aspect. That was also the first thing I noticed. I dare say those scales are for hiding in foliage. And then it chases its tail. Having studied it, I believe that scales upon its back are in fact a unique form of hide. Rather than being shed, it grows with the creature. You may be right. If we consider that along with its other characteristics, such as its face and hands, it's more likely to be a beastkin, like you said. A physical examination would be needed to confirm this beyond a doubt, but I'm satisfied simply to have seen it. It seems you alone were familiar with these species. Where did you encounter it? Another world? The Fey Kingdom of the First? Brilliant has been to the very edge of existence. She's seen life that others could only imagine. I mean, that's what... Oh, right, that was Aaronville saying that. That makes a lot more sense. Amazing! Creation truly holds no end of mysteries. Oh, how I'd love to see them all. The life beyond the bounds of our star and plane both. He just has to keep on remind. Oh, come on. Nice time for my game to crash. It's the second time it's crashed in a while. Hold on, let me go ahead and log back in. Might as well full screen the stream while I log back in. Also, I hadn't seen that loading screen before. Is that just the living memory loading screen? Because most of the time I log out. Oh yeah, I almost never log out in an actual zone. So it's always interesting to see the loading screens because I don't usually see them. Of course, Kakiwa has to go and be all sentimental. Yeah, this has to be the one for living memory. Okay, I guess let's wait at the destination again. Make sure to skip through the dialogue a little bit. Okay. That's where we were, I think. Looks like we're having fun. Wokalmat, please. Ah, Hearing about the unknown never fails to rouse me. I felt the same way when Kettenrong and Goluff treated me to tales of their travels. You met my grandfather too. Didn't we establish that she was in their group? Oh, didn't I already mention it? It was when Goluff came to Thrall to investigate the Golden City. I happened to have business with Gul Jaja, so we met in Tuliolol. Little did I know that the tiny babe he was cradling would return as you. To think that our paths already crossed all those years ago. Not only yours and mine either. Elenishbia was there too, you know. Oh, okay. Of course you were, didn't even know. It's quite fine if you don't. Oh, I thought she meant that she was pregnant. Never mind. It was actually because Goluff told me about Charlian that I later urged Elenishbia to take up gleaning. My fussy bun was growing up sure and withdrawn, and it was when I was at my wit's end that I recalled your grandfather's story about gleaners. Seeing the world through their adventures would inspire a change for the better, I believe. I'm sorry I was dour and withdrawn. You still are. If you ask me, you still have some work to do. Come on. But it's because you're that way that you're with us now, and I, for one, am grateful. Well, let's keep moving, shall we? There is a facility I've been wanting to visit. The Claria Museum of Nature. They're supposed to have a creature that take you on leisure flights. Interesting. There's just one problem. It seems only 3 people can fly at one time. Well, we have 6 people, so that's 2 groups. Then you and Arendelle should go. The rest of us have plenty of other things we can do here. If there's room for one more, why don't you come with us? I figured that's how it was going to be. Then it's settled. The museum is at the bottom of the ramp that runs west of Leonode Arrow. Come on. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to everyone first, and then head on over there. Look after Arendelle for me. Oh, look, come on. I mean, I think usually he's the one looking after you. All this time, my grandfather was the common thread between us. Isn't he the common thread between everyone here? Like, it's the whole reason you came here. Do not mind us, and just enjoy yourselves. We shall explore a little more, and then make our way to the terminal. Alright, sounds good to me. Unfortunately, it's a little weird to have a date with a cute bun girl when her son is around. Let's see, maybe we can find the Aether Current southwest. Okay, let me go ahead and try and get the Aether Current. It's probably up here somewhere. Right? South. Okay, oh, no, that's not it. I thought the wind sprite was it. What? Where the heck is this thing? Oh, there it is. Sir. Yeah, okay, I could have just gotten this right at the beginning, but yeah, let's go ahead and grab this Aether Current, and we'll head on over to Kikiwa and wrap up this quest. So that was in search of a discovery. Then, yeah, the next quest is going to be the Aether Current quest, which is what I wanted to get through today. Anyway, how do we get over to this place? Do I have to just jump down? Oh no, it looks like there's some sort of bridge. And the next Aether Current is to the north. So maybe we'll go, well, we might actually end up getting that on the way over here too. Do I just have to hop over this? Seems a little weird. Nope, can't do that, that's for sure. Okay, looks like there's a bridge here. It actually looks like you might be able to go down to that lower level. Alright, check the Aether Current again. West, okay. It's probably not on the ground then. And it looks like we need to go down, so let's do that. Can obviously I can't jump over that. It's a wall. Looks like I can probably just jump over this. Yeah. Okay, so they should be around here. And there they are. Oh, these things. What a strange creature. We don't see any of those in Eorzea. Hello there. Come to ride the Pyras, have you? Yes, the capybaras. It does look the part, this museum. I must say I'm curious what's inside. Here it is, the Clara Museum of Nature. The main building is closed due to the aether shortage, but happily they are still offering leisure flights. And these are the fellows that will bear us. How adorable. They don't look capable of flight, Aaronville. We literally established that wasn't there. There's in the Margaret Custom Deliveries quest line, there's a group of Charlian scientists who are researching flying like sheep or something. And like it's actually like canon that like random like clouds and like animals can just fly. Oh no, I think it was a pig. It was something ridiculous. Come now, you know better than to judge a creature by its appearance. This will be great, I just know it. Yeah, let's see. More spell speed, because I definitely don't need Piety, and Tenacity is useless. I'm just stacking up spell speed. Why can't you give me skill speed? I can actually use that. Or, you know, crit. Maybe let's talk to Aaronville and Kikiwa. I know one shouldn't judge by appearance, but still. A journey never ending. You know, like a never ending story, or a journey, or wait, that's probably trademarked. Kikiwa is ready to take to the sky on Mewa Paria back. Yeah. Begging your pardon, but this is where you can go on leisure flights, yes? Indeed it is. Bearing you will be our adorable Mewa Paria Piras, who are especially trained by a trolley friend. Just say the word, and we will send you up and away. And there you have it. Shall we then? I guess so. It seems I'll have to trust the theory of ancestral levitation predisposition. In case you're unfamiliar, the theory holds that all life forms have the... See, this is what they talked about in that Margaret Custom Delivery that the Charlian scientists were studying. While said magics generally remain latent, they are manifest in the ability to fly. And I think that's one of the explanations for why aether currents give you flight. Either that or they just needed some way to gate flight. Either way. My guess is that Mewa Parias themselves cannot fly, but rather their saddles are imbued with levitation magics. Okay, I like the other theory better. You're ready? Then go ahead and mount up. The Mewa Piras fly a set route, so you need only relax and enjoy the view. Ride the capybara? Sure. It's a little awkward when you go on a date with a girl and then she brings her son. How exhilarating! I'll be damned, they really do fly. Hey, the way you're flying in formation, don't we look like migrating birds? Except we're on giant rodents. Speaking of migrating birds, the mallard is where your name comes from. Did I ever tell you that? That I knew, but I learned it from the shamanists, not from you. A migration bird can fly anywhere it desires, even across oceans to distant continents. And you've done just that, my Clifford Mallard. I thank you not to call me that. Oh dear, is it over already? Time really does fly when you have fun. What a joy. What a joy to see living memory from up high. Well, yeah, once I get the aether current from this quest, ... I'll be able to do just that. Alright, I figured there was gonna be some heartfelt cutscene here. Oh, wait, not yet. That was wonderful. An experience worth saving for the very end. Just gonna keep on reminding him. You two enjoyed yourselves as well, I trust. It was enjoyable enough, I suppose. Aaronville, please. From my fussy bun bun, that's high praise. I'm glad I invited you and Brillian. Thank you for indulging me. ... If I could, I'd go for another 100 rides, but I must settle for the one. It's time we were headed to the aero terminal. If there are still things you wish to do, you'll want to do them now. When you are ready, make your way along the path yonder. I'll find the others and let them know the same. Didn't they say we were gonna meet at the terminal? Well, time to talk to Aaronville. Or not. Oh, right, he's the dour and whatever other adjective they use to describe him. Oh, no, we are going to talk to him. Never mind. She's only a facsimile constructed from her memories. I understand this. But when she's right there, as alive and spirited as I've ever known her, how am I supposed to do it? How am I supposed to erase her? I mean, look, Lamont did it with an Amika. Then again, she was already dead, so... Does she even know how it tears me apart? Yeah, I know, I'm kind of wondering about that. Like, she just keeps on mentioning it and then, like, reminding him. It's like she just kind of forgets. Alright, let me check the Aether Current. And see... Northwest. Okay, it's like right... Yeah, it's right there. Okay, let's grab that. And then we'll head on over and have our heartfelt cutscene as we turn off the... last node. Okay, I think there might be one more in this area. No, there's not. So there's probably... There's one over here that I know. And then I think there might be one in here that I forgot. And then, so that might just cover the last two Aether Currents. No, that's not the right expansion. Okay, there's also one more that I don't know where it is. It's probably in the bottom left. Yeah, I think it was in the southeast area. Southeast? Southwest. But we'll get that later. You gotta talk to everyone and then Kikiwa. It's not fair. It'll be hard, but let us send Kikiwa off with a smile. We saw you from below. It looked like you were having fun. We'll be there for Aaronville. She needs her he just needs her best friend. He just needs his best friend Wukulamat to help him through this. Alright, it's gonna be a heartfelt voiced cutscene? Or is not yet? Yeah, I figured that's the direction this would go. And those feelings will live on. This is something only you can do. I just go with the first one. That sounds a bit better. I mean, he already has. He's seen things she literally has never been able to see. Wait, I need to look up how old Aaronville is. As I assumed he was Wokomat's age. I thought they said he was. Well, that was nice. You got to reconcile with Kakia with her. I couldn't have asked for more fulfilling final hours than these hours. How long has it been? I'm so happy to have met you, Brilliant. You and everyone. Thank you for the memories. And thank you for watching over my Elenishpia. He'll be fine now. I know it. But yeah, he's got his role model here. You know, me. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn off this terminal. Turn off this terminal. Alright, let's go and talk to everyone. Talk to Wuklamont. Let's see our task through to the end. No more doubts. I will shut the terminal down. You can channel ether? I guess you can. We carry on with their hopes and memories in our hearts. We'll leave this to you, Aaronville. I won't waver. Not anymore. If you're ready yourselves, then so am I. Upon shutting down the aero terminal, it will be possible to restore Windspath Garden present form. Yeah. Point of no return. I'm glad that they put that there. But like, duh. It was green. Interesting. Interdimensional fusion. That's what it was. Couldn't remember that at the beginning of the stream. That's convenient. It ends right as we finish it. Well, that doesn't sound good. All right, let's talk to everyone, wrap this quest up, and then that'll be all for today. We won't let Kikiwa's hopes be in vain. No time for tears, just as well. Let us finish this. Not a moment too soon. It's as if she's saying she won't let us do as we please anymore, or the writers just didn't want you to wait any longer. Through our time here, we've come to know what it is Sphene seeks to protect. But that doesn't change what we have to do. Yep, and there's the Aether Current.